All right, Happy New Year. I hope everyone is doing well. Had a great holiday season anticipating the start of 2025. Hard to believe. It's here. We're about to put 2024 in the books. An historic year and day and age, no doubt about it. A memorable year, perhaps the most significant historical year of my lifetime. And I'm talking about a half a century of life for yours truly. We move on to 2025, a fresh new start in more ways than one in the United States. So again, happy holidays, happy new year from Red Dawn Media. Go ahead, please do like and subscribe. That's your Christmas, holiday, Hanukkah gift to me, and I appreciate it. And thanks for joining me for the content. Big year ahead in 2025. You betcha. It all starts with that inauguration in D.C., and yours truly is going to be there to cover it for Red Dawn Media. But tonight, what we're going to talk about are the first annual Wolverine Awards. Now, to make it annual, you have to have the first in anything, right? So tonight, we're going to celebrate Americans across the board in 5 different ways. The first will be the most inspirational moment. The second, the most patriotic moment. The third, the biggest WTF moment. If I have to explain what that means, well, I'll do it this way. The biggest what the F moment. Try to keep it PG-13 here. The hero of 2024 and the phony of 2024. So, we have our 5 awards to give away. And without further ado, it's time for award number 1, the first Wolverine Award ever given away in Red Dawn history is for the most inspirational moment of 2024. 3 words. And they're all the same. Explain this one. Fight, fight, fight. July 13th, Butler, Pennsylvania. Assassination number 1. There were 2 in 2024. This one, attempted by 21-year-old Matthew Crooks, deranged maniac from PA. Thankfully, did not follow through with his mission to kill the president, the 45th president of the United States, and the president-elect, Donald J. Trump. And when it comes to this iconic moment, which again, unfortunate in so many ways, really is summed up nicely by this headline. Trump's raised fist will make history and define his candidacy. That, of course, was back in July, and we all knew what happened, right? Donald J. Trump goes on to become the 47th President of the United States. I'll make it official again on Inauguration Day, January 20th. What an iconic moment. Moments after the shots were fired by Crooks, one of which struck President-elect Donald J. Trump in the ear. Another killed one of the Trump supporters in the background, injured 2 others. Donald J. Trump, always a tongue twister, right? Say it 10 times. Again, raising his fists in the air and telling the nation to fight, fight, fight. What an inspirational moment. What a memorable moment. I'll never forget it. In a year, again, in which there were 2 assassination attempts. Of course, the Department of Justice under President Joe Biden weaponized against Donald J. Trump on multiple fronts. They made him into a felon. They raided his compound at Mar-a-Lago, and so on and so forth. They made him out to be America's enemy. But we the people decide everything. And again, Trump goes on to be the next president of the United States. Again, the 47th. And that my friends, is number one, the most inspirational moment of 2024. Congratulations, Donald J. Trump, for winning this Wolverine Award. The second is the most patriotic moment of 2024. Of course, there are thousands, but this one stuck out to me the most. During the first week of May, when campuses throughout the United States were overtaken by anti-Semitic protesters, / what I would call AKA rioters. They tried to take over on the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. And in doing so, they tried to do this: raise the Palestinian flag. They were successful, but it came down. And the American flag was. And as they were trying to raise it, students of the University of North Carolina Phi Delta Epsilon fraternity were hit with verbal barrages, name-calling, water bottles, pushing, shoving, but they would not relent. They would hold that flag up and protect the American flag from the anti-Israel protesters, the rioters. They would not let that American flag touch the ground. And it went back up. In the midst of all the chaos on these universities and colleges, which you might as well call them indoctrination factories, the few and the proud frat boys of North Carolina became a bastion of hope for OGs like myself, that patriotism and respect for the red, white, and blue and the stars and stripes are still alive. So thank you very much to those frat boys from North Carolina who did their part. And definitely, as you see the caption from the tweet or X post, one of the best photos of 2024 so far. I think I just added an extra 20. It's been a long year. What do you want? Fraternity brothers are pelted by anti-Israel protesters at UNC Chapel Hill while protecting the United States flag as it is rehoisted following its removal by protesters. Well done, gentlemen. Indeed, that again is number two and the most patriotic moment of 2024. For number three, it's time for that biggest WTF moment. And for me, this number three selection, or this third selection, really wasn't a WTF moment because since 2020, I've known that Sleepy Joe Biden, a.k.a. Brandon, a.k.a. the 47th, or how dare I say that, 46th, thank goodness that didn't happen, 46th President of the United States, I knew he's brain dead, demented, cognitively impaired, his motor skills impaired. He's done, he's spent, he's burnt like toast. But, back in June, the first debate, and would be the last debate for the 46th President of the United States, Joe Biden, took place against Donald J. Trump. And what did the world see that I saw and several others, even outside of MAGA, that again, Joe Biden is done. And it happened during that debate. There were several moments, including this one, when the eyes of the world saw just how bad Brandon was and the shape he's in. Take a look and listen.
Making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the with the COVID. With dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare, making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person.
There you see the stumbling, the mumbling, the bumbling. It got even worse. And Donald Trump was able to conceptualize that for everyone following this blunder by stumbling, bumbling, sleepy Joe Biden. Again, a look and listen for y'all.
And I'm going to continue to move until we get the total ban on the total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more Border Patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump?
And I'm going to continue to move until we get the total ban on the total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more Border Patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump?
There you go. I played it twice. Not that it was so nice, but I was hoping that I would able to get the President Trump's response, which was, to paraphrase, I don't know what he was talking about. I don't think he knows what he's talking about. So that's when the world woke up and at least joined those who saw right through it 3 years ago, weren't brainwashed, weren't just listening to anything the mainstream media said and covering up for Joe Biden, and took it for face value. The WTF moment of 2024. Next, selection number 4, the hero of 2024. Now, like the Patriot, or Patriots, I should say, with the frat boys in North Carolina at Chapel Hill, plural, there are so many heroes you can select for this one. But I chose one. And it's interesting. I don't even have a picture of this dude right here. All you have is a little information and an X post that he had. And this headline I will share with you. This is from the National Catholic Register in October. When Hurricane Milton worked its way up the Florida Gulf Coast and wreaked havoc, this gentleman in Forsyth, Georgia, posted, I have 5 acres. Hurricane Hero offers to host Florida evacuees on his property as the hurricane just did all kinds of nastiness. And believe me, I know about it here in the Sunshine State. You can see the eye of the storm right there near Sarasota. And this guy named Daniel Beasley, there you see his title, MAGA father and husband, DMs open to followers, Vance 28, I stand with Israel, Patriots Unite, Trump 3 Ws. Did it matter? No. He invited anyone who needed shelter, as he wrote. If you're headed north to escape the Cat 5 coming and need a safe place to be, I have 5 acres available just off I-75 North. We have Wi-Fi, a generator, laundry, parking, RV space, some electrical and water hookups, pets and large animals welcome. We can make it work. Just hit my DMs or just reply below for directions. God bless. Be safe. Daniel Beasley at downtown DGB. And then he posted, just as a reminder, disclaimer, all free too. I think I forgot to write that part. Pasture available for large animals. I'm out of clearing some low limbs, but I'll make a barbecue too. LOL. United States of America. And then he went on to post this after there was just an outpouring of praise for his genuine hospitality and humanity. This is wild. I haven't done anything to deserve this. Nobody has showed up yet. I am super thankful for all the kind words from everyone. The best part is realizing the real America is right outside your door, and you have to be the change if you don't like what you see. So all I got is your handle picture, Daniel Beasley, and that's of Mickey Mouse. But you know what? This is the best face of America in times of distress. You see it all the time. The best of humanity comes out. And that's what happened with Daniel Beasley. So I find the hero in him for his generosity. Despite his political beliefs, he was opening his door to all Americans in time of need. And that's what America is about. And I hope there's more of those people. Of course, less acts of God like Hurricane Milton, which did whip up a storm here in Florida on the Gulf Coast. But we need more people. Just like this guy, who again, Daniel Beasley, is our hero of 2024, and he gets the Wolverine Award. Way to go, Daniel. Way to go. And finally, the phony of 2024. You can probably guess it. As we roll out number 5. She cackles, she lies, she denies, she dodges questions, and in the end it all caught up with Kamala Harris. As phony as they used to say, a $2 bill. Unlikable. Mainstream media tried to put lipstick on the pig, in the words of Sarah Palin. She was the most unsuccessful vice president in the history of the United States. Known for word salads. Yeah, you see me up there, Kamala. And deflecting questions, deflecting interviews, and really just belittling the American people and not thinking they don't see right through her song and dance. The cackling, of course, well, that'll annoy you to death.
So when we think about what's at stake in this election, whoa, it's packed with some stuff. It's packed with some...
I told you. And the word salads, well, you know it by now. And I promise you, I'll try not to play any more of them in 2025. But if she is the phony of the year, we have to have some substance to back up that selection. So take a look and listen. I'll give you 3 seconds. If you can't handle it, I understand, then run out of the room.
For us at every moment in time, and certainly this one, to see the moment in time in which we exist and are present, and to be able to contextualize it, to understand where we exist in the history and in the moment as it relates not only to the past but the future. For us...
Oy vey. They thought that song and dance, if I have to use the term again, it's the last time I'll probably use it. I say that, but I'll probably say it 10 more times in 2024. But they thought that act right there was good enough to win the presidency of the United States. Trump is back. Kamala's act, well, I think it's all said and done. They're talking about her maybe running for 2028, trying to save face. But I'll tell you this much. America ain't buying it now. They won't buy it then. And that makes you, Kamala Harris, the phony of the year. Again, these are our selections. Congratulations to all the winners as we bring you the Wolverine Awards for 2024. Now it becomes an annual event in 2025. All that I have to do here is wish you a happy, healthy, and prosperous 2025 from Red Dawn Media. Take care.